Welcome back to the Nerdcore Podcast number 409. This is the podcast that reviews movies and talks that nerd shit. As always, is the wonderful Nerd Connor here to host the show alongside my wonderful co-host, Young Yoda.
What's up, everybody?
What's going on, man?
Welcome to the Thunderdome.
Welcome to the Thunderdome, dude. Welcome to our month as we celebrate the life and career of the incredible Eddie Murphy. And today we start our month as we discuss Beverly Hills Cop from 1984, the movie that pretty much, what's it called, blasted him into stardom. Yeah.
Pretty much started his movie career going anyway.
Yeah. But before we get into any of that, Brad, what's up? What you been up to today? Everything good?
No complaints. So nothing much going on.
How's the Tacoma's accessories?
Oh, it's A-okay. It's legit. it's a mean truck. It's a mean truck now.
It's a mean truck. It's starting to. It's not saying nice things to you. It's a mean truck.
No, it's just.
It's an asshole of a truck.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it's not lifted, so it's not that big of an asshole. But you know.
Another wonderful month. Another wonderful month here on the Nerd Core. I did notice yesterday, Brad, when we were on the live show, we didn't actually get to talk about what's going on because we don't have what's going on now that we don't have Twitch subs. So I think
What's
I'm
going on?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna actually tell them about how they can still be a sort of a sub. But tomorrow we're gonna have our first movie commentary for the $25 tier. We're gonna do the Terminator tomorrow. It's gonna be live and free for everybody else. But the movie that we're watching is only possible because of our wonderful Brown Rice 96, our writer. But of course, as you all have seen, you're watching us on Twitch, YouTube, Periscope, and listening to us on the replay on. How the hell did that just happen? How the hell are you subscribed for 7 months in a row, bro? We don't take subs anymore. But
he's magical.
He's magical, right? He's magical. I guess he had like a leftover notification because we don't have a sub button anymore.
Yeah, we got rid of that.
Yeah, but as you can tell, we don't have subs anymore. So, you're like, okay, but still want to support somehow by giving you a sort of a sub. Well, we got a great alternative to that. By the way, Luis, thanks. Somehow I don't know what's going on, but yeah, those $5 ain't going to us. I don't know where they're going to.
That's why you should go to our Patreon.
Patreon.com/thenerdcore. I updated last week the $5 tier. It is now called the Subby Nerd tier. So let me explain to you this before I go into it. Before the $5 tier was it called the extra podcast tier. You had a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. There was Alex's Bad Movie Club, great show. It's no more. But hey, Brad, that Cat in the Hat episode was pretty great, wasn't it?
That was pretty awesome.
It's still there in the what's it called, in the vault. If you guys want to listen to it, it's great. So on the $5 tier, you had my movie club, which is up and running. It's going on. So if you guys join the $5 tier, you get to be my movie club. And then there's also After Hours with the Nerd Chicano, which is literally the after show of the Impaired Files, where I ask like a specific question. We talk about a specific question and topic with the guest for like a good 15 to 25 minutes for what's left of that show. And now I'm adding a couple of things. Well, we're making this the subscriber tier in a sense. So if you guys want to go and become and still help us out in a sense as like a subscriber, you go there every Friday night after we're done with live show. Brad and I will have a community games night for a couple of hours. We'll play Among Us. We'll play Warzone. We'll play whatever you want to play. We'll play it together. We'll play with each other. We won't play with each other. We'll play games.
Whoa,
we'll play games as a community.
I'm taken.
I know. Brad, we this is our way of getting back to Among Us and being able to play with our with our wonderful supporters.
I would like to
So,
play Among Us. I would like
yeah.
to slaughter.
Yeah. Of course, what's it called? Even if you're not a even if you're not on there, what's it called? I'm saying that anybody can play with us, but the subs have a priority. Subs have priority. You know, anybody at the $5 or above, you have priority if you want to
Hmm.
come in. So that's that. And also, we have a community movie night. We get to watch movies together in a way that is legal and correct in the right way to watch it together. Um, I will say I'll have an announcement. I've been doing a Discord movie night for a while now. But anybody who has been a part of the Discord movie night before this week, you are officially just grandfathered in. You're allowed to join in on the movie night. You don't have to what's it called become a patron. But it's just and we're going to be adding more stuff that we can add to that. But that is right now what we can offer you all: a games night and a movie night. So every Friday this week we'll start off. We'll see what we can play together. But I think it'll be a lot of fun, man. It should be a lot of fun.
Slaughter.
Slaughter. So that's that for you guys who still want to somehow help us out here. You want to be a sort of a subscriber. Just go over to patreon.com/nerdcore corps and help us out
Do you
there.
want to be an all-star? Hit that subscribe button.
You want to be all star? Y'all are still bad motherfuckers. You're still bad motherfuckers. Just you can be a bad motherfucker on Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. Let's get this going. I think I've gained enough time to let us start talking about this movie. Um, if you have not watched Beverly Hills Cop, this is your chance to click off if you care about spoilers. But if you don't care about spoilers, you can go ahead and keep listening. Either way, this is your spoiler warning, and it is in effect in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brad, do us the favor of introducing Beverly Hills Cop.
You kind of got an Eddie Murphy laugh. You know that? Anyway, coming from our number one source, Wikipedia, Beverly Hills Cop is a 1984 American buddy cop action comedy film directed by Martin Brest. Written by Daniel Petrie Jr. and starring Eddie Murphy as Axel Foley, a street smart Detroit cop who visits Beverly Hills, California to solve the murder of his best friend, Judge Reinhold, John Ashton, Ronnie Cox, Lisa Eilbacher, Stephen Burkoff, and Jonathan Banks appear in supporting roles. There should have been a period somewhere in there, but you know what?
Fuck.
This first film in the Beverly Hills Cop film series shot Murphy to international stardom, won the People's Choice Award for Favorite Motion Picture, and was nominated for both the Golden Globe Award for Best Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy, and Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay in 1985. It was immediate blockbuster, received critical acclaim, and earning $234 million at the North American domestic box office, making it the highest-grossing film released in 1984 in the United States. And I just got to put this here: budget $13 million. Box office $316.3 million.
Shit, man. Yeah. Yep. That's that, man. Yep.
That's a Eddie Murphy success.
Yes, sir.
That's
Yes,
Eddie
sir.
Murphy money.
Luis just sent me a photo of like literally the sub button being right there on his app, and he's like, "America, explain." Um, I, I just checked the website. The sub button is not there. I don't know what's going on,
Luis,
guys.
your money is just gone to Amazon.
Yeah.
It went straight to Jeff Bezos's pocket.
Guys, please, if you see a sub button on
Don't
our
do it.
page, do not subscribe, guys. I don't know what's going on. Probably app has a what's it called, update or something. But please don't subscribe. That is going nowhere near to us. And yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on with that.
I mean, we certainly appreciate it, but
we appreciate it.
more
Yeah,
if you go to Patreon.
yeah, Patreon. Yeah, what's it called? But yeah, please, guys. That's that thing. I don't know what's going on, but Brad, love this movie. God, this movie's great. I love this movie.
I've got an issue with it.
Brad, I'm gonna go ahead and I think I know what your issue is.
I got an issue.
How
with
many goddamn times do we have to hear that damn song in this movie?
You constant. That fucking music is constant. It's an
How many
80s thing.
times? How many times?
Dude, why do you need a song in the middle of every dialogue? In the middle of every scene? Like there wasn't many scene where there wasn't this background music. And it's just like this is an 80s thing. And I know this is an 80s thing, but it annoys me to shit. Because I'm like, this is a pretty good movie. I'm liking this movie. And then I keep hearing that music and I'm like So I'm just you know, this movie is good.
We're not doing Soul Plane. We're not doing Soul Plane.
Unless somebody pays for it.
Unless somebody pays for it, but then again, I would just hate myself so much.
But yes, Ro. So you hit the nail on the head. Like I really enjoy this movie. Like this is a good movie.
But how many goddamn times
that music for an hour and 35-minute movie? That music was like constant.
Holy shit! It was just absolutely not revolting. It was just so annoying, dude.
But there was no point to it. There was no reason to be playing the same song or close to the same song in like every dialogue scene. And it's like in the background under there, and I'm just sitting there going, "This song is continuous. The song continues." And I look at Brenda, and Brenda goes, "Yeah, it's an '80s thing." I'm like, I don't fucking know.
I don't fucking know. Thank you to what's it called, Brenda, a resident '80s baby. Brad's more of a '90s guy.
I'm more of a '90s. I mean, I'm an '80s baby, but I'm more of a '90s guy.
And
Brenda's just like fucking '80s thing, like 80s, cocaine. Yeah. Cocaine, we don't know.
Yeah. First of all, just look. Murphy is absolutely incredible in this movie.
You can see why he's a star.
Yeah, I love how he switches the dial between comedic moment to absolute serious bad shit. I'm gonna beat your fucking face in.
And he can play that. He can play that cop character, that dramatic character. He can do a very good job at.
Yeah, one of my favorite moments.
More of him in stuff like this.
One of my favorite moments was when he goes. When he goes to the country club and he's talking to the I'm guessing the bouncer.
Yeah.
And he's like, and he like gives him the whole story about why he needs to go talk to the man.
And he's like, yeah, you can go talk.
And you know what? I think I'm gonna go and tell him about that.
Yeah. You
or when of course
I love the strip club scene.
Oh,
he lures the two cops into there, and he sees like a holdup about to happen. He's like, "Hey, you guys want to, this ain't my jurisdiction, but you guys want to handle that?"
Yeah. Oh man. But was Eddie's party all the time part of the sound?
No, that would have been like a breath of fresh air just coming through and changing that fucking song.
Also, just of course, Eddie Murphy putting the bananas inside the what's it called?
Oh yes, that's so good. And he orders room service for the cops, not once in this movie, but fucking twice, and one is coffee and donuts.
Yeah. Oh, I love just the dialogue and how just like so fun it is, and just like also just those moments when you're like, God, man, like the story's actually there. It's like, wow, this is actually a lot of like, it's interesting to see this like buddy cop type of film kind of go down.
Yeah.
Also, when he's at the storage facility, like I think the warehouse.
Yeah.
And he's like, what's it called? Can I get a match? There's no smoking here. It's all right. I'm gonna use it after I leave, right? And he gets a match. He's like, dude, this guy gave me a match.
Like, what the fuck? Or when he's thrown through a fucking window and the cops arrest him, he's like, what are you arresting me for? Getting thrown through a fucking window? You should be arresting them. And it's just like, yeah, there's definitely some little bit of
oh yeah,
police officer racism going on.
Yeah, I mean, I think like at the end, the final shootout, the bad guy, I can't remember his name. What was his name again, Brad? British dude.
It began with a V. Victor or something.
Yeah, Victor or something. I think like he calls him boy. And I was like,
Victor Maitland. It's like,
yeah. I was like, come on, man. Like, yeah. There's a lot going on here, man.
And then, did you see Damon Wayans? Did you catch the Damon Wayans cameo?
Yes, I
Giving him the
got
banana?
the Damien Wayans
Hey,
cameo.
take these 3 bananas. You good?
You're good. You're good. I just like enjoy so much of the comedic timing and the comedic jokes that they're just throwing in here. I really do enjoy this movie. I have just a big problem with the way that we're mixing this damn movie with the soundtrack. Like,
Again,
holy
it's I
shit,
know
man.
it's an 80s thing. That is well known in 80s movies to have that fucking soundtrack throughout the whole goddamn movie for some reason. I don't know why. But that, I don't want to take points off for that, but I'm taking points off for that because it annoyed the fuck out of me the whole time.
Yeah. Like this is rightfully so. What's it called? Eddie Murphy's like rise to stardom. I mean, he's fantastic in this. Um, I think that this is like his like one of his like what's it called like what's yet to come, right? There's a lot of great stuff coming in after this movie that we start seeing from freaking Eddie Murphy. But like it's just awesome to see young Eddie Murphy just like so freaking funny, dude. Just so damn funny.
Fun. And you know
Mhm.
what? What's sad is we see a lot of the older Eddie Murphy or the newer Eddie Murphy. Now I'm not talking about Dolomite is my name or anything. I'm talking about like Haunted Mansion or
Yeah.
like shit like that, Norbert or something. I don't think Eddie Murphy's having
Fucking
fun.
Norbit, dude. Norbit. God.
I don't think Eddie Murphy's having like I feel like Eddie Murphy is having a blast in this movie.
Yeah.
That's what I get.
Yeah. I just love just how like what's it called? It's how like all of them have so much chemistry with each other. Those two other cops and him, and like
I love that.
when he goes over to like the what's it called the I can't remember the guy like what's the position, and he's like explaining to him like what happened at the strip club, and then he's like, you want to tell me the real reason? And he tells him, he's like, guys, we had it going, like you guys really kind of fucked this up.
Like you fucked up a good lie.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the movie, he's like, yeah, that's totally what happened. This is an all around fun movie.
Yeah, that I agree with you there, Stacy. I think that this movie would have been completely different without with Stallone. I think you need somebody like Eddie Murphy who's just naturally funny. I look, man. I see Stallone. I see a dramatic actor. I don't see much of a comedic guy. Because I mean, just freaking Eddie Murphy going, "Hi," was getting me fucking.
There were scenes where it was just Eddie Murphy being funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a fun movie. This is a good movie that put on in the background, and I'm glad I watched it. It's just that fucking soundtrack.
That thing was just absolutely fucking annoying as hell, dude.
And it's sad because like I can't find any fault in the acting. I thought that was great. I really did like just going all over Beverly Hills with Eddie Murphy as he's pretending to be on vacation.
I'm on vacation.
Having the cops follow him, have him lose the cops. It's just a good time. And my really only big fault in this is the soundtrack. And it's just terrible.
Yeah. It's just absolutely fucking atrocious, dude. I think it's just like how it messes with a lot of like what you have going on. Like how a lot of the film feels like it's like, oh man, here's this great moment. We're having this great dialogue. It's so funny that song comes in.
It's so unnecessary in certain moments.
Yeah.
Of them just talking at the police station. You're listening to the dialogue. It's good dialogue, and you just hear underneath it. It's just like
dude walks into a house. What do you hear? Like no, man.
I mean, I mean, I'm even finding like this is worse than like when Chris Nolan fucking does his soundtracks. What the fuck did they say?
And here you're just like, I don't even want to hear what the fuck's going on. Like, just stop this already.
Stop the sounds.
Stop with the sounds. But yeah, man, I just can't. What's it called? I can't. I love this. I love this movie. It was a lot of fun. So I think this is one that I would like. I would pick up on Blu-ray, and then I just watch like in the background or something because this is just so much fun. There's just a lot going on in here. That's just a lot of fun, and there's also just like an interesting kind of conversation going on in here about fucking cops and how how dumb they can be sometimes, and like how letting like, how literally you guys you guys you guys got lured into the strip club on duty.
I
Like,
mean, but yeah,
come
they did.
on.
Although Eddie Murphy did try to lie to get him out of it.
Yeah, yeah. They should have just went with it, bro. Should have
Should
just
just
went with
ruin
it.
it.
But I really like this film. I'm gonna go ahead and give this one an 8.5 out of 10.
I also love this film, but that soundtrack just it just
The whole
this is a solid fucking 9 without that soundtrack. But it's an 8 with that soundtrack. I just absolutely I am enraged by what the fuck they did to this movie.
I'm telling you, man.
I can't say I've had this feeling like with any other movie. Like I bring up Chris Nolan, but even that was like one part. Wasn't the whole goddamn movie. This is the whole goddamn movie. It's just it makes me mad because Eddie Murphy put on such a good show.
Could we not afford anything else? Did we not afford another song?
I mean, they literally had a budget of $13 million, which there were a lot of car crashes going on there. So
it reminds me of that Blockers, that John Cena film. Awesome movie. They have that same damn Haley Steinfeld song playing throughout the whole damn movie. How many times do I need to hear "I Love Myself" during that movie?
I mean, dude, they paid for it, so they got to use it. They got to
fucking use it. My god, man, it's just like constant. I was just dumbfounded at how many times that damn sound kept playing in this song.
I'm glad it wasn't just me. I'm glad you knew what I was about to bring up.
Yeah, no, I could read your mind. I was like, I was feeling the same way. I was coming in, I was going to say, first thing I'm going to say about this movie is how many goddamn times I had to hear that damn thing.
I know Eddie got paid today. He had to be like, what the fuck y'all do in the sound editing room? Like, what the fuck are y'all?
What are you guys doing,
what
man?
Are you doing? Like, I mean, I'm getting paid anyway, but what the fuck? What's our next movies? What's our next movies for this? Because if it's in the 80s realm, I know we're about to probably fall in the same fucking trap.
I know that next, what's it called? This is a great segue, Brad. We'll be continuing our Eddie Murphy month as we look at Coming to America next week, and what's it called? And the week after that we will be doing Raw, and then the week after that we'll be doing Vampire in Brooklyn. So, Coming to America is 88, but
I see that's more of a 90s. See, it's closer to the 90s, so. I don't think we're going to run into the same motherfucker.
So the title of this episode should be Axel F. Also, just what a great name, Axel.
Axel Foley. It just reminds me of Mick Foley. I'm just going.
Yeah, reminds me of Axel Rose and Mick Foley. So what a great combination. But yes. Thank you all so much for listening and watching with us. Thank you to Stacy for being in chat, and Luis for the subscribe.
For the sub that didn't go to us, but thank you, Luis.
Thanks, Luis. Thanks for.
I gotta show love for the homie. He wanted to do what's right, even though it doesn't go to us.
I'm pretty sure that he hadn't been on here for a while. So he had just had like the notification that said like show that you've been subscribed for like 7 months in a row.
Okay.
From his last time that he subbed.
Because I got an email from Twitch that my subscription had ended. So once we were off of it, so I was like, I'm not paying for that.
Yep. But thank you all so much. As always, we want to thank you all so much for coming in here. And if you guys are listening on the audio replay, thank you so much. As always, this is available in podcast form early for patrons at patreon.com/nerdcore. And also, we want to thank our wonderful patrons because without them, these shows are not possible. We want to thank our wonderful producers, writers, and showrunner. Thank you so much. Our wonderful associate producers, Cassie and Sarah. And also our executive producer, Shane.
You follow our friend Shane at XSRK_ or on Twitch at twitch.tv/XSRK. I did from memory, yo.
Yeah, now he's up to a Nigerian prince who desperately needed his money for his stream.
Hey, that's a good segue to saying that we'll be what are reviewing Coming to America.
Coming to America, yeah. But our wonderful writers, Brown Rice 96 on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. We hope you're doing well, Bryce, and we hope that you're excited to hear us commentate on Terminator. I am not
Can I
looking.
say so, bro?
What?
Can I say something?
What?
This motherfucking soundtrack won a Grammy award.
Fuck that bullshit. Look, man. I don't say I expect things to happen for me in my career, but if this shit can win a Grammy, I better win a fucking Grammy for something I made. God damn it, dude. Brett, I'm just like, what? Did we think that song was really that revolutionary back then, Brett?
Let me. Can I read you the Wikipedia on this?
Yes, of course, please.
The instrumental. Well, here we go. The soundtrack was released on MCA Records and won the Grammy Award for Best Score Soundtrack for Visual Media, 1986. The instrumental title tune, Axel F., composed and performed by Harold Faltermeyer, is a cultural touchstone and has since been covered by numerous artists. Who? Who, Wikipedia?
Who?
Show me these people and tell them to stop.
Tell them to stop. Just stop. Just stop. Our other writer, Tony.
Hey, Tony.
Don't tell me, Tony. Do you feel as much anger as we feel because of this damn thing? At Real Nerdy Dad on Twitter. Tony, we're gonna do a redo of Earth Girls Aren't Easy. We'll probably do that one next not next week, the following week, because next week we do Mad Max Fury Road for the patrons. But we'll do Earth Girls Are Easy next what's it called, the following week. But and our wonderful showrunner Taymor23, Taymor23. He's not a showrunner for this month, but still we got to give him what's it called, props. You know, he did support us for a good months. He'll be back in April. But thank you, Taymor. You're freaking awesome. Thank you. Because of the wonderful patrons, I just ordered some lights to project in the back when we're doing our commentaries, and or when I'm just like, what's it called? I could just have these lights off during the reviews, and I've got like a green in the background or some shit. So yeah. What did Stacy say? And the Grammy for spoken word monolingual. Mongolian throat singing and yodeling, the Nerdcore podcast. Stacy never changed. Thank you all so much for being in here, and we'll see you guys on Thursday as we review Judas and the Black Messiah with our wonderful host Gio, 17. And without further ado, it's been a lot of fun. Bradley, set him out.
Raro, thank you, being host as always. Thank you to all our Patreon supporters, all the listeners out there. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you to all those who joined us in chat today, which I believe was Luis, who subscribed to someone, and Stacy. So appreciate you both. And I guess to end this off, I'll say, do not use the same song throughout the whole fucking movie to any future directors or sound artists or whoever you are, because I will come and hunt you down and make you change it. And now I will party all the time. Young Yoda out.